What's going on, guys? Nicholas Belching here, Tackle Fishing Adventures. I wanted to point out something I kind of struggled with when I started using soft plastic frogs. In this case, I have the Zoom horny toad that I famously love to use. I mean, one of the best. I struggled when I was using this for the first couple times. I wouldn't hook this thing right. And I think it's very essential, and like any type of bait that you use, you want to make sure that you hook that bait properly. If not, you're not going to get the efficiency that you're going to get of what that bait produces and what action it does when you retrieve it. So one of the things that I try to make sure every time now that I hook up, bait. Back then I was so excited, I just want to throw something out there. And sometimes you will catch, sometimes you won't. But to be the best efficient way of catching fish, you need to properly hook your bait. So basically what I got here, I got a offset hook. And what I do is with this soft plastic bait, you could tell there's ridges on the front. You could pretty much tell what the top of the bait looks like and what the bottom of the bait looks like. Typically, for this type of bait, you have this little slip right in the middle here to indicate where your hook should come out. But in this case, we're not going to use that slip. I like using the top. So what I do is I go ahead and I bring that hook up to the top and make sure that it's always in the center of the bait, as you can tell. And you want to just, the minute it hits the bent of that hook, you go ahead and bend the hook, and that's gonna kind of expose the hook outside. Once you do that, basically what you do is you slide that bait into the top where that top bend is, right by the where your line is connected to the hook. And once you get that done, then all you do is just twist the bait. And once you twist the bait, it basically just kind of molds itself perfectly on the hook. Now you have this. Once that is, you want to make this weedless. So basically what you do is you're embedding the barb of the hook and the point of the hook into the bait itself. So what I like to do is I like to make sure I see where the bottom of the hook, the bend of the hook is, to give me a measure of where that hook is going to lie once I do that. So if I bend this slightly like this, the top is going to come off a little bit, but that's okay. You're going to now protrude inside and bring it up. As you bring it up, the top of this bait is going to kind of like fold in, and as you see the back of it, you see that the hook is kind of not showing. It's kind of in there. It's not going to get hooked with any vegetation around, and you want to make sure that that bait is sitting perfectly and that hook is kind of perfectly right in the middle. If you have that, you're definitely going to have a better successful way of catching these fish, and a successful way of the bait actually doing what it needs to do, what it was built to do in the water. So guys, this is just a tip of me using my frog. I know that I had a lot of years growing up not really rigging soft plastics, either any soft plastic, but actually the frogs are the ones that I had issues with. But now I don't. Now I know how to take my time, make sure I get that hook kind of perfectly embedded into this soft plastic, and I'm gonna have my very successful day.